Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with Circworks, and this is Beyond 100 Days of Making Comics, where I pick up where I left off on my 100 Days of Making Comics journey. And what that is the 100 Days of Making Comics Challenge, which, if you're tuning into this, I'm guessing you might know what it is. But if you don't, it's where you spend at least 30 minutes a day. Well, not a lot of time, but it does add up, and it's mainly designed for those people that just have so much stuff going on that they just need to find some time for artwork and to get a project done, particularly a comic book project. So spend 30 minutes a day, and then you blog about it, vlog about it, and just basically get out there, hold yourself accountable for the work you're supposed to be doing, and hopefully join this kind of growing community that we have going here. That was all started by Kevin Cross, creator of Monkey Mod. But yeah, so my comic, Young and the Dead. I've got two different versions of two issues and two different versions. So I've got kind of the standard issues. This is issue 2, issue 1. And then I've got the deluxe artist editions, which I'll talk a little bit in a minute here. And these just have a little more time and more love going into them and everything. Those are available at my store, circworks.com. And so Young and the Dead, it's kids versus zombies. It's a cross between Goonies and Night of the Living Dead. I'm a big fan of all the 80s kid-centric action adventure movies like Goonies, Monster Squad, E.T., Explorers, the list goes on. There's so many of them. So it's kind of my homage to that type of thing. So yeah, like I was saying, so I actually recently got a few orders for some of the comics and some of the deluxe versions here, and I found out that I was down to my last one of issue 2 here. So what I've been working on is kind of replenishing my stock. So I can kind of show you kind of behind the scenes, or show you what goes into these. Hold on a second. So here's the basic comic book. It's a mini comic book format. But then it's got a slip cover, and I haven't cut these out, but these actually, there's a trap door here, and it actually opens up to reveal these kids here. And it's all bound with one of these little tiny nooses that I had to learn how to tie. Before I started doing this, I didn't know how to tie a noose, but I learned that via the internet. It's so great. You can learn how to do anything on the internet. So there's that, and each one of these comes with an original sketch. So in doing these, like I said, replenishing my stock, I also had to do a few sketches. So I'll show you a few of them that I was working on. Sometimes I'll do characters from the show, but this time I decided just to do some zombies because you know, they are fighting zombies in the show. So it's not a show. It's a comic book. So anyway, so here we go. Here's one of them. This is sort of a nerdy type zombie guy. I've got kind of a punk rock zombie with a Rubik's Cube smashed in his grill here. And then another zombie that's been hit with a lawn dart. So if you did order one of these, you'll be getting one of those 3 sketches. And so yeah, here's issue 1. Issue 1 doesn't come with a sketch, just because I guess I hadn't considered that when I started doing it. But issue 1, they're like $8, and then so issue 2, like I showed you, with the sketch and everything, $10. Pretty good. I mean, a lot of time. I mean, a sketch like that alone, $10 really at least. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal. So those are available at my store. And what else have I been working on? If you're only watching these updates and not watching the other stuff, I do something called Fan Art Friday. Last week I had some issues, and I talked about this. I went on about this on a few different episodes of other shows that I do. Yeah, I didn't lose the artwork. I created the artwork, but all the filming of those I lost. I was doing some Firefly fan art, and I did 2 characters previously that I did film, and then I did Jane. And then I colored Jane plus Malcolm and Kaylee, and all those videos were lost. So just to make up for it, I went ahead and did River here. So you can see me man, these flood out so much with these lights. There you go. So yeah, so if you want to watch that, you can watch that. And then not sure what I'm going to be doing. Probably some robots or something. There's Artcaster Challenge, which I just did another video. I should have brought that piece too, but I don't have it readily available. But I did a drawing, like an original drawing of a robot who was kind of in a battle or something, crashed into some guy's yard, and the old guy that lived there wasn't too happy about it. So he's kind of like, "Get off my lawn, you dang robots." So I've got that. And I was happy with the way the video. I'm trying to do more. You know, again, we've got the kind of the drawing going on up here. So that's something new. And I'm trying to test out some of the features of this new editing software, and I'm hoping it'll start to go quicker, because right now, just learning this, it's just taking a lot of time to get these videos up, and I really should be concentrating on other things, but I don't know. It's kind of fun learning new tricks and all that. So on to the comic book itself. What am I doing? I am working on issue 3 of Young and the Dead, and I've made some decent progress. Here is page 17, and it's not totally finished yet. Let's see if we can zoom in on here. We're entering a new scene in this, and introducing a new character, and you can see there's a couple panels that aren't drawn. This one requires some perspective drawing and stuff like that I haven't really got to yet. It's one of the characters is looking out through a window down to a double story, like a story below, and there's gonna be an arcade down there. So I wish I hate to say I'm doing this, but I'm kind of having to cram some of these panels together. I would have liked a bigger panel to showcase that, but there's just a lot of stuff that I need to kind of explain before we wrap up this particular issue, and we're getting down towards the end. And I plotted it out as best as I could, but there are some places going to be kind of copy heavy and everything, and I had to sacrifice some things. And these might be things that when I do a trade, I might go back in, and I hate to kind of do the George Lucas special edition type thing, but these might be things that I might go in and add when I don't really. I'm trying to keep everything to like the 22 page that used to be standard. Now I think it's less than that, or 24 if you count, you know, the little intro pages and all that stuff. But you know, 22 pages a story. So, but when I'm not really bound to that anymore, if I collect this in a trade, I do want to go back and add some cool like splashes and maybe some like deleted scenes and everything. So, so that's something that I'm thinking about there. So I do have to go back and finish this, but that's, you know, most of that's done, and then that's 17, and then 18 I got pretty much done here. Just more dialogue and everything, not a whole lot of action going on right there. But yeah, you can see me working on this particular page right up here. And so yeah, I'm making more progress. It seems like every week I'm like a page and a half, which is good. I've got, once I finished this one, page 17, I do that other panel, get that finished up. I think I'm down. I think I've got, what, 4 pages to go, pencil and inks. And then I have to go back and do coloring and lettering and all that. But I'm rounding the corner, and I'm getting excited. Yeah, the finish line is like in the sight and in my sight, and I'm excited to get this this book out there to you guys, because it's been a while. You know, I started this 100 days about a year ago. So yeah, it just takes me a long time with everything else I'm trying to do, but. Hopefully right after I get done with issue 3, I'm going to jump into issue 4. There'll be a little lag because it's a developing story always takes a while for me and everything. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. Other than that, I want to urge everyone and encourage everyone to go out and check out the 100's Facebook page, because there's a lot of people doing this right now. I follow a few of them, and there's still a lot of people I still have to get to. I don't really, I should have made a list, but then again, even with the list, I mean, there's people that don't, if you are doing the 100s, if you're checking out this and you're not posting your stuff on the 100s page, the Facebook page, you might want to do that, because that's a good way for everyone to check people out, because I'll see people come in and they're already on like day 50 and I've like never heard of them. I'm like, where did you come from? So you should upload your stuff onto that Facebook page. But yeah, a lot of people that I'm following trying to, you know, catch up on their videos and everything. Some people, not everyone's doing videos. Some people have blogs that they update. And then sometimes every, once they hit a milestone, they'll do a video, which is very cool. But yeah, so a lot of cool people doing it. I want to just give a shout out to one person in particular, Mike Emirates, who is, he's just doing a really awesome job. I don't know if I mentioned him before on the show, but he's doing a lot with his production quality, a lot more than what I do. And he's doing like little skit intros on some of them. And it's kind of he just kind of puts it all out there. Like some of them are like super fun and just ridiculous and everything, and then sometimes he gets like really heartfelt and kind of tells you what's going on, the struggles with doing artwork and all that kind of stuff. So there's a little bit of everything. So I would encourage you to check out his channel, and go check out the 100s page and check out pretty much everyone that's doing this. Because it's really a cool community to have and everything, and it's cool that it just keeps going and people keep trickling in, and it so far it hasn't stopped really, which is awesome. So if it can just keep going, yeah, who knows? I mean, it may just get bigger and bigger. It might just take a little time, or it may just have a steady stream of people. People will drop off and new people will join or whatever. But it's cool that I was worried after, because it seemed like there was a group when I started doing it, because I think there may have been 2 or 3 people, including Kevin, who were doing it when I started, and then a few people joined after me, and it seemed like after that everyone's kind of started to wrap up, and I thought it was going to kind of fade away, but people started to join in and it's still going, which is cool. And that might be, part of it might be due to Kevin coming back and doing a second 100 days. Some other people like Farrell Bolding, who kind of dropped off, he came back and redid it and finished up his 100 days, and now he's even going beyond that, which is cool, because in the beginning it's like he was kind of like, I don't like doing these videos, but I'm just doing them anyway, so it's not my thing. But I guess he kind of had a love for it, because he's gonna continue to update, kind of like what I'm doing. And I think Kevin is I don't know if he'll probably continue to do updates and everything, but unofficially I think he's still doing like his third 100 days, because he still wants to put in those 30 minutes a day and everything. So that's cool. But yeah, check out the Facebook page. Check out Mike's videos, and yeah, he's got some real cool stuff. So I would encourage you to really check that out. Get involved if you're interested in doing this 100 days. Give it a shot. You may find out you love it. You may start doing it and like, this isn't for me or whatever, but you never know until you try. And you may be like Pharaoh, who wasn't really sure about the whole video thing. I mean, as far as comics, he's good to go, because he's putting out probably more books than any of us other people doing it. So, but I think he started to like doing the updates. So you never know what's going to happen when you start doing that. But yeah, check it out. So I think that's the end of this vlog update, and I'll be back next week and hopefully have another, if I'm lucky, have another page or 2 or page and a half, whatever. But yeah, moving closer to that finish line. I'm super stoked. And yeah, that's about it. That is all. I'll see you guys later.